Ryan, hello, Stephen. It's Steve Kalem. I hope you're well. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Look, I know we spoke about this and you want to move forward with cash, but I have some great news and it made me feel like I had to reach out to you. There's two items. One, you may know already because I think they put it in the portal. Your loan is approved, everything's done. It was subject to the title insurance, which is coming, the homeowner's insurance, which you need to get regardless, and the appraisal and a couple other ancillary items. Congratulations. The appraisal came in, and that's really the reason I'm taking this step. It came in at a little bit more, appraised at more than what you bought it for. So you have 25,000 worth of built-in equity in the home. Congratulations. This is appraised for 2,775,000. That's fantastic news. However, it's fantastic news on a variety of levels because I remember the goal here was it was a hassle and you have the cash and you can certainly move forward. But what is the best way to use this gift and this situation? And the financial planner said that, get an interest only loan. And we were talking about 6.5, get it and keep your money working for you. We can now do it at 6.5 by doing a quick addendum to the contract, if everybody's so inclined, and it doesn't change anything to the builder, the seller. They're netting out exactly the same. But by doing this, you can basically get the rate. We can get the rate to 6.5. It won't cost you anything. In fact, it'll be less closing cost to you, and you'll be netting out $373,000 more over 7 years in wealth. So let me show you this. So I'll share my screen. I'm attaching these things. I know that I'm treading lightly here, but here is the first PDF, and it is buying the house in cash. I went through and I looked up Paragon, what their closing fees would be, and here's their fees. It's about a little less than 18,000 here on the bottom. Most of it is the Commonwealth of Virginia cost, and then you've got to get owner's title insurance, not lenders, but owners to protect you. I imagine you're going to get that. Maybe you'll choose not to, but that's what you're putting 2 million in. If there's a mistake, that's what you want to protect you. Okay, then you're going to have the escrows over here of the taxes and insurance. So we added up. Basically, if you bought it for 2,750,000, paid all cash at the end of the day, it would be a little bit 2,778,691, 2,779,000, let's say, out of your pocket, all in. Now I subscribe to all these different services. The projected appreciation on the property in Arlington is 3.5% over the next 5 to 7 years. The historic appreciation has been 4%. Interestingly enough. But if you look at it at 3.5%, so that's conservative, your house is going to be worth $3,530,000 in 7 years following that 3.5% appreciation each year. That's the benefit from a financial standpoint on this. Now I'm going to stop this share and I'm going to go back and I'm going to share if we did this with the financing instead. And hopefully this will come up. Okay. So if you bought the house and we increased the loan, the purchase price from 2,750,000 to 2,770,000 and had the builder pay $20,000 towards your closing costs, we can increase it more to 2,775,000 and have them pay more and bring your rate down. But if we did this, this will more than be enough to lower your rate to 6.5. It'll actually also lower it to 6.5 and pay about $10,000 towards your closing cost in addition to that. So let's look at that. First of all, the way I'm calculating this is the end loan. The end loan would be 500,000. And if we go down here to the bottom, the payment interest only at 6.5 is the number we were talking about, all in about $41.77 per month. Okay. Now, at 500,000, the initial loan would be 727, but then you'd pay it down. So on the 727 loan, the cost would be 1.26 points, and that cost that amount there, about $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. But the seller's paying 20. Okay, so at $20,000, they're going to pay this. They're going to pay an additional $11,000. And here are the total closing costs, including Paragon and the bank's fees, of which basically are all points. But you have 31,713 as the closing cost total minus the 20. So their closing cost after the seller pays it is 11,700 and change to you, because the seller's paying the rest. Then you have the 12,000, the same escrows to set up, and we look at the total, how it flushes out here. If you bought it for 2,770,000 and you got a 726,250 loan, you would put down 2,044,000. And then the closing costs, we said, are 31 minus the 20, and 12 is a total there. We back out the 20 here. And so your out of pocket at the end of the day would be 2,068, because 500,000 of the out of pocket is now being saved for the mortgage. In this case, it's 700,000, but then we're going to pay down another 200,000. So anyway, hopefully I'm not losing you. But what I wanted to show you is at the end of the day, your payment is 4177. You give 500,000 is to your financial planner working at 8%. Over the 7-year period, that's going to net you $873,000. $873,000 you can pay off the loan of the 500, and then you'll still have $373,000 in net worth. So your net worth total in doing it this way is 3.9 as opposed to 3.5. So you're making, it's over 300, so between 300 and 400,000 in net worth. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share. I just wanted to show this to you because most people would want to consider that. And it seems to me you have a couple options. We could just continue to go the way you want to go, or we can implement this very quickly and be ready to close and have you have a clear to close as soon as I get your insurance and the title work, and we can close it with a new loan. Then you would net it out and you had a 6.5% rate, which is the rate that we wanted to do from the beginning. So please let me know. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're still with me. And I really think that this is a better way to do it over time. Okay, thanks again. Bye-bye.